Good morning, and welcome to UMBC's undergraduate commencement exercises. The ceremony will begin in a few minutes, and we ask that you please take your seats. First, a few notes for your safety and comfort. Please note the exits around the arena, in particular the ones nearest you. Emergency medical services are available on the concourse level behind section 101. During the ceremony, please do not leave your seats to take photographs or videos. Aisles must remain clear at all times, and guests are not allowed on the main floor. As we prepare to begin our ceremony, please silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. We ask that all guests stay until the end of the ceremony out of respect for our graduates and UMBC. Now, please turn your attention to the far end of the arena floor and stand, if you are able, for our commencement procession. Please welcome our UMBC Brass Quintet. The procession of graduates is led by Amy Freud, Students Marshal, the 2024 Presidential Teaching Award recipient, professor in the Department of History and director of the Drescher Center for the Humanities. She is accompanied by our student marshal, Evan Sheldon, a student in physics. The faculty and staff procession is led by Tulay Adalai, the 2024 Presidential Research Professor, a distinguished university professor and professor of computer science and electrical engineering. She is joined by Fritzi Charney Merriweather, Staff Marshal and recipient of the 2024 Presidential Distinguished Staff Award for Exempt Staff. She is the Associate Vice President for Administration and Chief of Staff for the Division of Student Affairs. And Laura Weathers, Staff Marshal and recipient of the Presidential Distinguished Staff Award for Non-Exempt Staff and Library Services Supervisor in the Albano Kuhn Library and Gallery. The faculty and staff marshals are carrying batons that the UMBC Alumni Association gave to the university in honor of our 40th anniversary in 2006. The platform party is led by the Grand Marshal, Nancy Kusmal, President of the Faculty Senate and Associate Professor in Social Work. The Grand Marshal carries the university mace, a symbol of presidential authority. Used only on formal academic occasions, UMBC's mace was commissioned by the Alumni Association for UMBC's 20th anniversary in 1986.
The 83rd commencement exercises of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County will now be in order. Please remain standing for our national anthem, performed by Justin Whitmore. Justin is a junior vocal performance major and is honored to represent the music department today. His performance will be accompanied by a presentation of the colors by UMBC's Naval ROTC program. Please remain standing if you are able throughout the anthem and until the colors have retired.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Justin. That was a wonderful rendition, and thank you to NROTC. Everyone, please be seated. As we welcome you to UMBC, we wish to acknowledge that UMBC was established upon the land of the Piscataway and Susquehannock peoples. Over time, citizens of many more indigenous nations have come to reside in this region. We humbly offer our respect to all past, present, and future indigenous people connected to this place. Now, I am pleased to introduce the 6th president of UMBC, Dr. Valerie Shears Ashby.
Good morning. Oh, you all can do a little bit better than that. Good morning. Good morning. Indeed, indeed, it is a glorious morning. On behalf of our entire community, it is my privilege to welcome you to the 83rd commencement ceremonies of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. You can clap. You absolutely can. It is indeed a glorious day. In addition to this morning's undergraduate exercises, graduate students were awarded master's and doctoral degrees in a separate ceremony yesterday. To the families and friends of all of our graduates this morning, we are delighted that you have joined us from near and far to honor and celebrate these outstanding students. I also want to welcome those graduating students, family members, and friends who are joining us online. Thank you for being a part of today's ceremony. Thank you as well to my faculty and staff colleagues in the audience today and my fellow campus leaders who are with us. On the platform are the deans of the colleges and schools, administrative leaders from across the campus, presidents of our shared governance bodies, members of the Commencement Executive Committee, and recipients of the Presidential Faculty and Staff Awards. Can we give all of them a round of applause for all of the work that they do? Now, graduates, I need your help for just a moment. I want you to help me thank your families and friends and the faculty and staff members who have helped you to reach this moment. Graduates, I'm going to ask you to stand and with everything in you, give a warm round of applause and gratitude to all of those people who have helped you. Thank you, graduates. You may be seated. Graduates and families, today is indeed your day, and I know how special this moment is for each of you. But let me tell you, commencement never gets old for me. My colleagues and I delight in seeing each class of students that we welcome into UMBC achieve everything that we imagined that you would. And so today is a special day, not just for you and your families, but for every member of this UMBC community. And now it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Regent Yvette Lewis, who will bring greetings on behalf of the University System of Maryland. Regent Lewis is a lifelong activist, political organizer, and fundraiser. She was appointed to the USM Board of Regents in 2024. She is a lifelong member of the Maryland Democratic Party and leader, having served twice as its chair. She was credited by UMBC's own Adrian Jones, who is Speaker of the Maryland House of Delegates, as having made the party more unified and diverse than ever before. And here's something I just found out. This talented woman is also a professional opera singer. Right, all right, exactly. Exactly. I just also discovered that this is Regent Lewis's first commencement as a regent, and what better place to start than UMBC? We are honored to have you with us today. Please join me in welcoming Regent Yvette Lewis.
Good morning. Good morning. To say that I am excited is an understatement. Thank you, President Shears Ashby, and congratulations from the University System of Maryland and the Board of Regents. I want to express my deep appreciation to President Valerie Shears Ashby for her leadership team and the outstanding faculty and staff here at UMBC. Thanks to your collective vision, leadership, and hard work, UMBC continues to thrive as an institution of educational excellence and impactful service. I'm also honored to recognize our keynote speaker, Dr. Khadija Z. Ali Coleman, a member of the UMBC class of 1995, and an award-winning poet, playwright, artist, author, scholar, and so much more. I am very much looking forward to your remarks. I also know your family and friends here with us in person and in spirit take pride in what you have accomplished. They have shared in your sacrifice and certainly share in your success. In so many ways, UMBC represents that which is best about public higher education. Today, you become an enduring part of a proud and impressive legacy. The knowledge and experience that you received here, that you earned here, are yours forever. Once again, I offer each one of you a well-deserved congratulations, and I wish you all the very best in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Regent Lewis. I won't tell my other president colleagues that you did the best one first. We'll just keep that amongst our friends here who are in the audience. And we deeply appreciate, I should also say, the Board of Regents' support. Thank you so very much. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Manfred Van Dulman, UMBC's Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. Provost Van Dulman joined the UMBC community in July from Kent State University in Ohio. At Kent State, he served in a variety of leadership roles, including Senior Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate College. He holds a PhD in Family Social Science from the University of Minnesota, and his research interests include adolescent and young adult relationships and experiences. Please join me in welcoming Provost Van Dulman.
Thank you, President Shears Ashby. Congratulations, you did it. I am so proud of each and every one of you for completing your degree. This is a tremendous accomplishment, and I trust your hard work has not gone unnoticed. While we're all here together receiving your degree, which is a major milestone, I also want to take a moment to think about how you got here. Indeed, I'm mindful that each of you had a unique trajectory to obtaining your degree. Some of you have had roads that were straight, while others took detours and made stops on the way. And while we celebrate today your degree, I hope you had an opportunity to reflect on your journey, as the learning and growing does occur during the journey. It is a journey that matters as much, or even more, as earning the degree. Your degree reflects your journey, who you are and how you got here. What you learn through your journey, the good and the bad, will help you succeed in your journeys after your degree. Many former UMBC graduates are on journeys all over the world right now. You will join the tradition of over 98,000 UMBC alumni who continue to improve our communities and the people that live in those communities. Over the past 6 months, I've had the opportunity to meet a number of these UMBC alumni who literally are changing the world through finding, for example, a cure for cancer, to optimizing emergency management systems in local communities. These alumni, one by one, are truly remarkable, and I encourage you to stay connected with UMBC and the Alumni Association. I know you are ready to change the world. You are talented, and UMBC has prepared you well for the next phase in your life. Go out and make a difference, but today take a moment to reflect and celebrate. Congratulations, and go Retrievers.
Thank you, Provost Van Dulman. Next, it is my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Khadija Ali Coleman. Khadija, I'm so excited I'm messing up your name. You'll know why in a minute. Oh my goodness. Dr. Ali Coleman earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from UMBC in 1995 in Interdisciplinary Studies and is the 2024 Outstanding Alumni Award recipient. She serves as the 2023 to 2026 Poet Laureate of Prince George's County, Maryland. She is the author of the poetry collections For the Girls Who Do Too Much and The Summoning of Black Joy. She is also the author of the children's book, Mariah's Maracas, and co-editor of the book, Homeschooling Black Children in the U.S. More than a dozen of her plays have been presented publicly in venues throughout the country. Dr. Ali Coleman is founder of Liberated Muse Arts Group, a touring multidisciplinary arts organization, and Black Writers for Peace and Social Justice, a 501c3 organization that leads the charge in providing transformative learning experiences for writers dedicated to advancing principles of peace and social justice through their work. Dr. Ali Coleman went on to receive a Master of Arts in Communication Studies from Towson University and her PhD from Morgan State University. Currently, she is an associate professor of English at Coppin State University. Please join me in welcoming our graduation speaker, Dr. Khadija Ali Coleman.
Hello, class of 2024. I shout congratulations to you, yes. And I send greetings to those present, including the Board of Trustee representative, our UMBC faculty, staff, and students, and to the family members of today's graduates. Give it up for yourselves. I am so thrilled to be here, if you can't tell. I'm extremely happy to be here and to thank you personally, as it is a proven fact. The more esteemed and academically rigorous each class at UMBC becomes, you actually make my diploma more valuable. So thank you. I attended UMBC almost 30 years ago, and I heard some of you gasp when that was said before, because I know that was before many of you were born. But I graduated in 1995, and since then, UMBC has added 22 new majors, created 42 minors, and 31 undergraduate certificates. Also, what is different from when I was at UMBC was the president. It was at the end of my first year that then Provost Freeman Rabowski became president of UMBC for over 30 years. So it is my extreme honor to have been personally invited by our current UMBC president, Dr. Valerie Shears Ashby, to come and present to you the 4th iteration of the commencement speech that I have written to honor you today. Let's give it up for our president. So you did hear right. It has taken me many drafts to write before settling on the message I bring to you today. Again, I want to thank Dr. Shears Ashby for the invitation to speak with you today, and I'm so excited to share a message with you that comes directly from my heart and has been properly vetted by my 21-year-old daughter, Kari, who is also a fellow class of 2024 college graduate too. So you never can give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves again. So we know that many of you started your college journey while we were in the throes of a health quarantine, and so this culminates just a celebration, and it's sweeter considering how it began. So I'm so glad that you're here today. When sharing this 4th version of my speech with my daughter Kari, I was reminded to keep it simple, keep it memorable, and keep it relevant. So what makes it relevant, I wondered. I asked her if it would be relevant if I talked about careers and dream jobs after graduation. She said, I don't dream of jobs. I don't dream of working. I hear the applause. So I'm like, man, okay, so what do I, a Gen Xer, say to that? I was cultivated to think in terms of work, career, and professional development. On the other hand, I was also encouraged to think outside of the box, be innovative, build skills using technology while creating the technology through eclectic practice and multidisciplinary approaches. Technology and work were not the same for me when I graduated from UMBC with my BA. 29 years ago, I graduated from UMBC at 21 years old, the first of my mother's 5 children to graduate from college. The World Wide Web was a new thing in 1995. Some of us had these things called email accounts, but there was no social media like we know social media today. No Facebook or Instagram, definitely no TikTok. We danced a lot back then, but thank God no one was recording every living second of our tomfoolery back then. We weren't on display and visually accessible to the world like you all have been throughout your lifetime. The rapidly evolving technological landscape has given us the false impression that constant visibility is the same as active community participation and positive impact. And we are being seen more often by those outside of our immediate environment. But what are we doing while others are watching? So all of this came to mind when I reflected on my daughter's words. I don't dream of jobs, I don't dream of working, she said, okay. But I do dream of being happy and free. Huh. Freedom. Huh. What does a free person look like in 2024? How does one aspire to be free and liberated in today's world that is inundated daily with persuasive messages through computers in our pockets, the music we listen to, the billboards positioned in our view when we travel, and even the receipts we snatch off the automated machines in the self-checkout aisles? When we think of freedom, we automatically think of body agency. This hat is not loving me right now. But freedom first starts as a mindset. James Baldwin said, the world is before you and you need not take it or leave it as it was when you came in. Baldwin would have turned 100 years old if he were still alive, and his words suggest that we have the agency every day to make an impact in ways that can affect our immediate environment as well as the world at large. Believing you have the ability to impact the world around you is the first step in developing a freedom mindset. Your education at UMBC has most likely supported this journey towards having a freedom mindset, and you may not have fully realized that yet. Like my daughter, I wasn't dreaming of a job yet or thinking of impact when I started at UMBC. I was thinking about what I was going to major in and what this college experience at UMBC had in store for me. I volunteered with UMBC's Choice Program, tutoring local youth in areas of reading and language arts. I was a part of the Black Student Union. I wrote for the Retriever newspaper. I wrote for the BSU's Voices literary magazine. I'm not humble bragging. But I was learning about myself and finding out what I was good at. I recognized that writing was a skill that carried me into a variety of new experiences. I learned about nonprofits while I was at UMBC. I could make an impact through my relationships and engagement. I was told then that my writing was top-notch for someone my age, and so I did these things well at UMBC, and I decided I wanted to use my agency to take these skills to the world at large and see how these skills showed up. What I realized is that there are the skills I had grown or developed at UMBC to perform my job, but the skill I needed to then learn out in this world was the one regarding setting boundaries and making decisions about not only making myself optimal to be chosen for a job, but becoming discerning about what type of job was going to be a fit for me. As a UMBC graduate, you are a hot commodity in the job market. And I'm not just saying that because you're cute and I like you. Many of you are probably entrepreneurs already, coming up with your next great idea that you're going to launch into the world. It took me some time over the years to flex my muscle as a social entrepreneur. Many of you are like I was when I graduated, stepping out into the world of work, trying to fit in. But what happens when you do fit in and get that job? What happens when you build your discernment muscle and find a job that works for you? How will you use your impact? Toni Morrison said, when you get these jobs that you have been so brilliantly trained for, just remember that your real job is that if you are free, you need to free somebody else. If you have some power, then your job is to empower somebody else. This is not a grab bag candy game. In essence, Morrison is advocating for social responsibility, encouraging this freedom mindset by reminding those who have benefited from opportunities to use their success to create more opportunities for others, especially those who have been marginalized or disadvantaged. This call to action is rooted in a deep sense of interconnectedness and collective progress. During our time at UMBC, we experienced this advocacy on our behalf when UMBC staff and faculty members recommended us for opportunities, whether they were internships, residencies, research opportunities, specialty programs, grants and scholarships, or special trips off campus. I'm really trying not to cry because I have some of my mentors on stage with me today. I want to give it up for Yvette Mosey-Ross, who was my admissions counselor and is now the vice provost. In the job roles you move into, consider how your authority can impact someone else's life in a memorable way. How are you freeing someone else? As a poet, it only makes sense that I end my speech with a poem that reiterates my point. And what about these jobs, you ask? How do we find them? How do we determine they are a fit? How do we know we have found a place worthy of our joy and excitement? How do we understand what is compatible for a long or short stay? Do we dismiss an offer immediately or accept it with dismay? What about these jobs, you ask? The ones we worked so hard to get, the ones we prepared ourselves to be chosen for, sometimes with very little discernment. The jobs that make us make a decision between our mental health and a decent pay, the ones who work us unmercifully, family time always on delay. What about these jobs, you ask? What about these careers? What about this work you have been studying for years upon years? How do you make it matter? How do you decide on what to show care? How do you create something out of nothing that is there? The answer is the question, is the journey, is the find. The answer is in your habits, in your beliefs, and in your mind. The answer relies on your values, your decisions, and your ideas, on your self-worth. The answer is in what ideas you nurture, then implement, and then give birth. And our power is the agency to make a change in where we land. We have the tools to make space for the skills we have developed and the knowledge we understand. We are within this period of time where others would tell us where to go and what to do, but no one knows what is your best route because no one else is you. What about these jobs, you ask? What next must you do? My advice is to make the decision to know your mind, know your own heart, and stay true to your vision for you. Your next step in your journey is a quest to impact this world, this nation, or your local community. Your next step will be a testament to what you learned while earning your degree. Your learning will continue despite you leaving the walls of a classroom. The world will become your learning lab, whether in real time or on a Zoom. You will be tested to deliver your best or worst version of yourself. You will be given options choosing between integrity or bundles of hoarded wealth. These jobs will not be the defining factor of all you have become. It will ultimately be based on your interior self and the moral compass you lead from. What about these jobs, my friend? What is next for you? All that I ask is to thine own self be true. Free somebody. Liberation always. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Now, do you understand why I struggled to introduce her? Oh my goodness. That was simply extraordinary. Simply extraordinary. I am so grateful for you, grateful for your daughter. And just the talent that you just, and the heart that you just displayed. What a wonderful, wonderful commencement speech. I don't know about you, but I graduated a long time ago, and I cannot tell you what the speaker said. I cannot tell you. But today, I am confident that these students will remember what you've said. So thank you so very much. And now I ask Provost Van Dulman to join me for the conferring of degrees.
Thank you, President Shears-Ashby. We will now move to the part of the program when we confer the awarding of the earned bachelor's degrees. Today, each graduate will receive a memento from the UMBC Alumni Association. Representing the Alumni Association Board of Directors today is Mr. Kevin Yang, and Kevin is one of over 95,000 UMBC alumni worldwide and currently serves as board president. He graduated with a bachelor's degrees in computer science and financial economics in 2007 and is founder of KRY Properties. Please join me in thanking Kevin for his support of UMBC. All right. Thank you. Now, graduates, please stand if you are able. I saw some hesitation by some of you, but this is really happening. You are graduating. President Shears-Ashby, I have the honor of presenting the candidates recommended by the faculty of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science.
Graduates, upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by the authority of the State of Maryland given to the Board of Regents and the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, and by them entrusted to me, I hereby admit you to the degrees which you have earned during the course of your studies at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. In token whereof, you shall be given a diploma with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Thank you all. Graduates, please be seated until directed by a commencement staff member. And before we invite graduates to cross the stage, we want to first share this short video recognizing our graduates who are participating virtually. Please help us celebrate them by cheering.
Caitlin Bob. Davina Kanadu Bansu, cum laude. Reese Rachel Catherine Burke. Hosayan Chaudhry. Simon Ishanathan Guteng. Joshua Alebi Ngobo. Esther Lee, cum laude. Daniel Yansup Lee. Jago Jonathan Estlin Lott. Cassandra D. Marin, summa cum laude. Edward Bowman Nottingham III. David Premkumar, magna cum laude.
I now call upon Kimberly Moffett, Dean of the College of the Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences.
President Shears-Ashby, I have the honor of welcoming the inspiring and empowered students from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences who have completed all requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Sciences.
Bachelor's candidates in the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. We now present the graduates in Africana Studies. Jewel Althea Stevie Lee. We now present the graduates in American Studies. Taylor Samantha Phelps, summa cum laude. We now present the graduates in Dance. Sarah Rose McHale, Brianna M. Spence. We now present the graduates in economics. Alexa Macy Abundo, Marwan Atiya, Vincent Aurejema, Sarah Ann Tamara Avaliz, Nathan Cho, Liam McNutt Dalgleish, magna cum laude, Mariame Teres Diallo, Philip Ikoma, Liam Hahn, cum laude, Anthony Huynh, Anthony Johnson,
Jacqueline Kim,
Patrick Christopher Maciejewski, Andrew Moeller, Nicholas Rafael Montero, cum laude, Emmanuel Jose Morales, Humberto de Morales Jimenez, Dhruv Ashish Patel, Ryan Patrick Peck, cum laude, Jaydeep Pranav Rao, Brian Loxan, Ethan Miles Seeley, Ismail Chan Usta, cum laude, Stephanie Lee, cum laude, Gregory Kenneth Von Hagel, magna cum laude, Autumn J. Winston, Wasi Haider. We now present the graduates in Gender, Women's, and Sexuality Studies. Haley Nicole Zepp, cum laude, Alan Jason Winter, cum laude. We now present the graduates in Emergency and Disaster Health Systems. Madison Palma, we now present the graduates in English. Derek Butler, magna cum laude, Brianna Marie Demouy, Jana Lynn Pivito, summa cum laude, Isabel Marie Taylor, magna cum laude, Brianna Womack, magna cum laude. We now present the graduates in Geography and Environmental Systems. Nina Berkman, Lucas Taylor Bendit, Taylor Olivia Campbell, magna cum laude, Caitlin Ann Carlisle, Sylvie Isabel Downen, Nicholas Edwards, Joshua C. Gale, Kayla Jean Hyde, Avery Sham Keaton, Matthew Tyler Markham, Daniel Robert McManus, Jeffrey Nicholas Sampson, summa cum laude, Elijah Victor Nugid, summa cum laude, Joseph S. Patarini, summa cum laude, Christian Hilton Smith, Cameron Joseph Summers, Bolden Alexander Taylor, Corina Nicole Tipton, magna cum laude. We now present the graduates in Global Studies. Wilson B. Hammer, cum laude. Amara Nicole Moore, cum laude. Ellen Marie Patarini, magna cum laude. Tasneem Rushdan, cum laude. We now present the graduates in History. Omar Al-Smadi. William Burdett. Jessica Jean Heckert. Balmori Rolando Moran. Olivia Oshiro Prouty, cum laude. Christopher Morgan Schrumpf. Walter N. Baye. Jose Kevin Zavala Marquez. Nicholas Andrew Ramlal. We now present the graduates in Media and Communication Studies. Sophia Elizabeth Brous, summa cum laude. Nicholas Brian Elza. Nicole Joy Holmes, cum laude. Paloma Iradier. Alexa Nicole Kirkendall. Anasia Imani Mikkel, cum laude. Noah Onyel Myers. Alvin Coulson Nelson. Javier Villanueva Diaz. John Parker Vogel, magna cum laude. Ethan Noble Wenslaff. We now present the graduates in Modern Languages, Linguistics, and Intercultural Communication. Franklin D. Avalos. Skylar Camille Brooks. Maria Eligio, cum laude. Layla May Sarah Golston. Sydney King. Andrea Paula Moreno. Sarah B. Lombardi, cum laude. James G. Mulumba. Marika Aroha Tavai. Evan Maxwell Turner. We now present the graduates in Music. James Oliver Crossland, magna cum laude. John Plowden McGrath, cum laude. Richard Wook Wynn, magna cum laude. Olivia Christine Wendler, cum laude. Trent Lewis Williams, magna cum laude. Bryson D. Young. We now present the graduates in Philosophy. Zoe Maud Gooden. We now present the graduates in Political Science. Mohammed Suleiman Ahmed, magna cum laude. Florence Taiwo Aking Behin. Sharon Garnett Arnett. Nige Alejandro Correal Winters. Michelle Ajen Darko, summa cum laude. Matthew A. Dyson. Andrew Elban, cum laude. Catherine N. Frutiger, cum laude. Daniel Latham Galillo. Madison Dominique Hannon. Kathleen Mackenzie Lepore, magna cum laude. Christian Joseph Mark McKee Alexander. Helena Mulugeta Misganao. Gia Han Win Tran. Mira Malka On. Asacia Redmond. Cindy Araceli Salmeron. Anil Shaji, cum laude. Nathan Lyon Sharma. Nusrat Jahan Tusi, magna cum laude. Brooke Yates Trotman. John Feder. Aya Abdelmuti. Manuel Angel Acevedo. Yasaman Afeili Zadeh. Frida Karina Aguilar Rivera. Ariba Ahmad, cum laude. Azia Aleshi. Alexa Apgar, cum laude. Gail Leiter, cum laude. Angel Akin Binu. Amal S. Aulach, cum laude. James T. Aung. Ma Christie Ba, cum laude. Isabel R. Beard. Esther Fikayomi Bella, cum laude. Justine Sandra Bontuyan. Lexi O'Brantley. Grayson Brown. Bailey Brownlow. Mariana Bolanos Ramirez. Ana Carrillo. Gazala Chowdhury, summa cum laude. Tess Sierra Clayville, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Klein. Olashola Christiana Kali. Sergio Cruz. Hannah Deffenbaugh. Joelle Priscilla Edmond, cum laude. Mevish Fatima. Laiba Sohail Fiazi. Heather Nicole Friedman, magna cum laude. Stephanie Fuentes. Chelsea Garbut. Katie Mariana Garcia Villeda, magna cum laude. Noah Joseph Garvey. Alana J. Gomez Sanchez. Jessica Araceli Gonzalez Portillo, cum laude. Casey Lynn Hargest, cum laude. Alona T. Harris, cum laude. Erica J. Herndon. Kathleen Mills Howard. Genesis A. Jimenez. Rida Fatima Taha, summa cum laude. Farjana Khan. Rachel Kai. Ricardo Andre Lazo Portugal. Paola Leon. Trent Marshall Longest, summa cum laude. Brianna Ayers Lucas, magna cum laude. Margaret K. Madden, cum laude. Brianna Malbon. Danielle Manalo. Haley Alicia Marnett. Zachary Callahan McKenna. Megan Elizabeth Mackay, cum laude. Alexandra Nicole Minkler, cum laude. Amina Muhammad, cum laude. Yasmin Narozi. Aida S. Nichols. Tiffany Min Wing, magna cum laude. Faye Winslate Nyambi. Alfred Allen R. Oasen. William Overman. Julia Payton. Destiny Dia Purnell. Brianna Queen, magna cum laude. Catherine Mariana Rambo. Domenica A. Rocha Treyes. Milady Rodas Cruz. Caitlin Taylor Ross, cum laude. Leslie A. Russell. Afu Grace Emmanuel Sanfo. Zahra Shamrez, magna cum laude. Ramal Siddiqui, magna cum laude. Emily Anastasia Singh, cum laude. Claudia Malena Skinner. Brian Anthony Soto. Tristan Templeton. Kielota Maria Uma, magna cum laude. Dylan Walsh, magna cum laude. Anaya N. Williams. Carly Wilson. Destiny Nicole Wilson, cum laude. Emily Wilhelm, summa cum laude. Nicole Wheeler. Jean Shu. Eleanor Adair Zoller Gritz. We now present the graduates in Sociology, Anthropology, and Public Health. Priscilla Darkowa Ado Yerenki. Suliyat Omowumi Adewuyi, cum laude. Aliyah Briscoe. Brianne Isabel Charles. Amani Maisha Conway, magna cum laude. James Domani Desir Jr. Marcus Ruby Iring Wardell. Peyton Mia Irby, cum laude. Amara Harris. Natalie Tremi Bui Hoang, magna cum laude. Aya Susan K. Lani. Karen Napper Lodato. Sean Albert Lord. Rebecca Giselle Lemus, cum laude. Darius A. Madison. Pranav Mahashan. Ikra Malik. Kimberly Martinez Manji. Alyssa Marie Matthew, cum laude. Emma Mae McIntyre. Ariane Miller. Faith Chioma Modozi. Gabriel W. Morrison. Regina Namanda. Michelle Odumpton. Izehinosen Okoje. Maitri Patel. Esther Pedro, cum laude. Naya D. Savoy. Rhea Shanak Shah, magna cum laude. Halima Thomas, magna cum laude. Kirsten Shelby Valdez, cum laude. Edlam Woldemariam. Bitanya Tashoma Zode. Ifachuku Michael Alachebe. C.C. Gallagher, summa cum laude. Zach Shields, cum laude. Antonia Jane Zagami, magna cum laude. We now present the graduates in visual arts. Kane DeAndre Anderson. Stephanie Aviles. Jenna Lynn Bashara, cum laude. Ike Chandler. David Cobb, Jr. Jaya Renee Marshall, magna cum laude. Alyssa Lee Elkins. Danielle Hope Dean Gutierrez, magna cum laude. Miles Jones, magna cum laude. Gabriel Yoon Jun Lee, cum laude. Abigail Grace Lair, magna cum laude. Samir Mazen Masri. Brian Alexander McKenzie. Kara E. Nguyen. Lucas Proctor. Alexei I. Rogozin, summa cum laude. Jenny Elizabeth Thomas, magna cum laude. Katerina Vasilio, magna cum laude. Timony Simone Willis. Ian Joseph Yider, magna cum laude. Bachelor's candidates in the School of Social Work. We now present the graduates in social work.
Compassionate and courageous students from the School of Social Work who have completed all the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts. The compassionate and courageous students from the School of Social Work, they're going to change the world.
Jean Adams, Oluwatumininu David Alohan, Abigail Ona Berlanger, cum laude. Maria Contreras, Hope Lee Evans, Crystal Flores, Bibicha Mvawata Manjila, Lydia Kemal Mohammed, Carlos Sebastian Soto, Jessica A. York,
Next, I want to honor someone who cannot be with us today and whom we greatly miss. Oluwadaisi Tomoye was preparing to receive his Bachelor of Arts in Sociology when he passed away unexpectedly. His family has joined us today. His brother, Coyote, will walk across the stage to receive his degree. To Oluwadaisi's family, I want to say we are here for you and we join you in honoring his tremendous work at UMBC. You will always be a part of the UMBC family.
I now call upon Dana Burr-Bradley, Dean of the Erickson School of Aging Studies.
President Shears Ashby, Provost Van Dulman, it is my honor of welcoming the aspirational, the accomplished, and age-friendly students of the Erickson School of Aging Studies who have completed all the degrees, all the requirements for the degrees of the Bachelors of Arts. Let's congratulate them.
Bachelor's candidates in the Erickson School of Aging Studies. We now present the graduates in Management of Aging Services. Rachel E. Keller, Sergio Perez, Taye Elizabeth Olorun Shola, Oluwayomi Oluwatomisin Makinde,
I now call upon Bill Lacourse, the Dean of the College of Natural and Mathematical Sciences.
Professor Shears, Professor, I know that's your first love. So, President Shears Ashby and Provost Van Dulman, I have the honor of welcoming the accomplished and remarkable students from the College of Natural and Mathematical Sciences who have completed all requirements for degrees of Bachelor of Science and Bachelors of Arts. Platform.
Bachelor's candidates in the College of Natural and Mathematical Sciences. We now present the graduates in Biological Sciences. Simone A. Akwe, cum laude. Michael Wiradu Edu, magna cum laude. Javeria Akhtar, cum laude. Maxine Virtue Akunakwe, summa cum laude. Shad Mohammed Al-Hadari. Sadia Nasim Alvi, summa cum laude. Britannia Chanel Banner. Aaron Bazawada, cum laude. Michaela Lee Berger. Kritika Vusal. Kendall Riley Bobik, magna cum laude. Halas Roble Bu. Enya Bridget Caballero. Brianna Cantu. Vicky Castillo. Olivia Annalisa Charles, magna cum laude. Aaron Chen, magna cum laude. Ethan Kwang Chen. Chinenya Armstrong Christopher. Damian Chuku. Reagan Clark, cum laude. Gabriela Rosetta Dennis. Pawanveer Dhaliwal, magna cum laude. Julie Diebolt. Haley Sue DeFilippi, cum laude. Belen Floreza. Maya Goldsberry. Kyle Matthew Glynn. Antonio D. Holmes. Victor Onyemeki Igade. Camden S. Iverson. Annika L. Johnson. Toma Momoya Kamara. Isha Katyal. Nimra Khan, cum laude. Claire Quitonda, magna cum laude. Urja Anil Kupa. Lillian Kate Heyer, cum laude. Sabina K.C. Jivan Edric Longahead Lastimosa. Jae Hyun Glenn Lee, summa cum laude. Claudia Raquel Lopez Gonzalez. Praise Simile Jesu Lasakan, summa cum laude. Dana Tayaban Marcelino. Noe Marroquin. Angelina Elizabeth McCreesh, cum laude. Chantella McKinson. Geneva Mon. Pausuan Muan, cum laude. Lin Fonamiet, summa cum laude. Saifer Rahman Naeem, summa cum laude. Tyler Tu Nguyen, summa cum laude. Mallory Nemchuk. Jemifar Nurin. Tochi Wachinamera. Ehi Aguina Uchachukwu Obo. Amarachi Yu Ogugo. Mike Ifiolua Olumide Olalemi. Ini Olua Olamide Olusei, summa cum laude. Oyendamola Deborah Oyegoke. Jennifer Phuong Pham, magna cum laude. Alexander Plunkett Ride. Haley Elizabeth Richards. Samantha N. Robertson. Mark A. Smith, Jr. Sean Thomas Starkloff, cum laude. Rachel A. Spruill, cum laude. Samuel Jonathan Tween. Zui Tong Win Tran. Justin Yiren Song. Elizabeth Dolores Stauffer Munakata. Zainab Sheikh, cum laude. Rebecca Lee Giampietro. Madeline R. Rocco. Amy Alexa Soto. Aiza Usmani, magna cum laude. Rajesh Vasani. Fatma Wajid. Nahome Yaragal Wale. Alyssa Rose Williams. Fini Wang. Jenny Bin Yi. Sharafat Zabarova. Arveen Zarabi. Rachel Boyd, Haley Bond. Rachel Boyd, cum laude. Clifton Lionel Cunningham. Max Dung. Daniel K. Jensen Thung. Andrew S. Ireland. Cole Robert Jirsa. Leanne Kaskia, summa cum laude. Adalma Mawutor Kuma. Mia Catherine Martinez Silva, cum laude. Rebecca Lynette Schultz. Jason Carl Smith. We now present the graduates in mathematics and statistics. Andrew William Duck. Shaitea Jackson. Alexis Sophia Kaler, magna cum laude. Rachel Kim. Joshua Kurian. Theodore Anthony Lazaru, cum laude. Connor Long. Makawan Subunruang Lu. Luke Christopher Milleram. Eric Thintran. Harsh Katlawala. Logan James Montgomery. Valeria Ventura Subirax. cum laude. Umirik Vilbig. We now present the graduates in physics. Pascal Conroy, cum laude. Rebecca Madeline Icor. We now present the graduates in translational life science technology. Godwin Inogweze Aizanofe, magna cum laude. Aminata Blay Conte. Daniel Sam Gidron. Hira Tariq Hamid. Huadi Nguyen. Putman Temitope Orelesi. Alicia Chuka Walker.
I now call upon Anupam Yoshi, Oros Family Professor and Interim Dean of the College for Engineering and Information Technology.
Cheers, Ashby. Provost Van Delmen. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present the graduates of the College of Engineering and Information Technology, the resourceful, the resilient, who will change the world. Please give them a round of applause. They have completed all requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences.
Bachelor's candidates in the College of Engineering and Information Technology. In the program of Chemical and Biochemical Engineering. Gabriel Chibuzo Anoruo. Sydney Marie Haywood. We now present the graduates in Computer Science and Electrical Engineering. Omar Abarka. Atyub Abdullah Ahmed, magna cum laude. Ayomide Esther Akiyemi. Evan Joseph Allgare. Jonathan Martin Anderson Taylor. Rodolfo Edwin Argueta Rios, summa cum laude. Leah Ball, cum laude. Joss Riley Blumberg, magna cum laude. Zachary Brown. Thelma Harriet Kaplan, summa cum laude. Jorge Daniel Castro Quintanilla. Madison Catherine Catterton, magna cum laude. Jason Peter Chan, cum laude. Dennis Alexander Cheng, magna cum laude. Mark Anthony Kahn. Reed John Cook, magna cum laude. Ryan C. Counts. Luis Cruz, magna cum laude. Dominic Earl Decker, summa cum laude. Robert Denning. Nicholas Christopher Dernoga, summa cum laude. Eric Michael Emgay. Iris Beatrice Fiorello. Daniel David Folkent. Yoel Jose Fortaleza. Nathaniel J. Feldman, cum laude. Jabril Abdul Shakur Hall. Connor Mikhail Gilger, magna cum laude. William McKinnon. Nathan Au, summa cum laude. Maxwell Bennett Gilbert. Abdul Rahman Mohammed Al-Muwarai. Joseph Michael Hardister, magna cum laude. Zachary Heck. Gurnur Singh Hira. Nicholas Irisari. Sky Sophia Yankee, cum laude. Samuel Johnson. Ian Tyler Torres Jones. Landon Matthew Jones, summa cum laude. Nia Grace Klender, cum laude. Ming Fuk Lu. Allison Emma Lenhoff, cum laude. Rita Mahmood, cum laude. Nishith Kaushik Soni, summa cum laude. Boj Raj Pandi. Zachary J. Margulies, summa cum laude. Layler Matsibo, magna cum laude. Jacob Alexander Meyerson. John Connor McKay, cum laude. Leah Michelle Menifee. Michaela Morrison, cum laude. Musa Faisal Mota. Alison Faith Bautista Mulato. Joseph Paul Muley. Masuma Murad. Rayyan Nadim, magna cum laude. Bodie David Neese. Mark Allen Novak. Chika Ejike Oji. Samuel Oyaneyan, cum laude. Sophia Lynette Paparato, summa cum laude. Christian Elliott Parkins, cum laude. Devin Jayesh Parmar. Anna Maria Petian. Alex J. Pfeiffer. Melvin Puthu Kulangara Philip. Lucas Pierce, cum laude. Edwin Portillo Castellanos. Thomas Che Juan Retz, cum laude. Jose Antonio Rivera Alvarez. Isaiah Roland Reed. Jeremy James Romanic Romano, cum laude. Victoria Elizabeth Saylor. Jack Everett Seidel. Gurjinder Singh. Joseph Smith, cum laude. Agransh Srivastava, cum laude. Sean Michael Stultz. Benz Jather Salilid Tamayo, magna cum laude. Brendan Jose Tenorio Noguera. Owen Foster Thomas, cum laude. Corey Turner. Amil Shamil Vahora, magna cum laude. Pranav Vedasendur Senthilvel, magna cum laude. Joseph A. Wilkins. Boris Yomi, cum laude. Kirubel Teshome Zaude. Kelvin Jeng. We now present the graduates in Information Systems. Muhammad Abad, cum laude. Ibrahim Haytham Abdul Rahman, cum laude. Hussein Abdurrahman. Demilode Abdul Farouk Sean Abimbola. Saba Hussein Abidi. Sharef Abu Bakr. Adam Isaiah Bugayong Abril, summa cum laude. Jackson Adams. Jordan Adekunle Adegboyega. Arsalan Ahmad. Audrey Pearl Kambioko Agbojan, magna cum laude. Laraib Akhtar. Lydia Abe Aklilu. Ali Furkan Akchin. Dominique Allen. Ahmed Al-Olebi, magna cum laude. Troy Alexander. Layla Inton Avery. Danielle Fairlata. Arham Ahmed, cum laude. Kwame Alogino. Daniel Ayomide Bajulaye, cum laude. Michael David Battle McDonald. Michelle S. Bautista, cum laude. Cole James Bradford. Courtney Brandon. Shanti Buddha. Edwin Carr Jr. Ryan Castro. Yulong Chen. Annie Chung, cum laude. Jae Min Chong. Anton Reynard P. Claro. Londa Marine Daja. Daniel James DeReike. Alejandro Antonio Diaz Maineke. Derek Edmond. Christian Alexander Emmanuel. Ethan Alec Bernardo Espinelli. Menchu Esteban, magna cum laude. Janat Rahman Gill. Michael Glass. Seth Anthony Greenberg. Mohammad Hasibuddin. Michael Lee Hoffman. Patricia Huang. Yodahe Hunde. Syed Hizar Jilani, cum laude. Dairia Joshi. Idris Ayub Ibrahim. Maurice C. Johnson, Jr. Daniel Daesung Kim. Peniel Selassie Kretzi. Aidan Joseph Ludwig. Ian McMahon. Shajid Mahmood, cum laude. James Munlin. Leah Narat, cum laude. Windy Tan Nguyen. Warden Hisham Kazalbak, magna cum laude. Zishan Hussein. Saf Majid Khan. Hamna Kamran, cum laude. Manpavit Kaur, magna cum laude. Jude Kim, cum laude. Bailey Kinsey. Kevin Lemus, cum laude. Emmanuel Berhain Nicolai. Vasilios Minas Lioraces. Elizabeth Dong Lee, magna cum laude. Benjamin Lubinsky. Bazan Mekonnen. Blake Miller. Shane Alexander Moran, magna cum laude. Chidera Innocent Obele. Zainab Olajumoke Sariki, cum laude. Nadine Naomi Smith. Aisatu Jasa Wuri. Natan Habtam Walda Michael. William Samuel Nunez Vileda. Peter Ann No. Emmanuel Berhain Nicolai. Ali Nawaz. Savannah Yuji Park. Priyam Manish Patel. Gaurav Bharat Kumar Patel, cum laude. Shivam Pathik. Geronimo Restrepo Lopez. Porter Rudy, cum laude. Elizabeth Christiana Schaefer, magna cum laude. Renee Esther Sitt, summa cum laude. Justin So. Mary Sidney Toribio, Rayella. Bowie Sang. Emily Schildwachter, summa cum laude. Austin Jacob Shaw, summa cum laude. Hunter Shaw, magna cum laude. Yevgeny Sveshnikov. Brianna Chanel Taborn. Sahil Samir Talati. Saurav Thapa, cum laude. Manav Vaishnav, cum laude. Brendan Miles Williams. Stanley Richard Wynn. Alexander Vroblevsky. Isaac Young. Ryan Yanni. Stephen Nash Yinger. Imran M. Yusuf. Keith Zhang. We now present the graduates in mechanical engineering. Felson Asagba. Anthony Joseph Barone, summa cum laude. Robert W. Berger. Jeffrey Brown. Sean Hilton Bryant, Jr. Edward Kenneth Dalrymple. Alicia Renee Ennels. Devin Paul Felton. Ian Tyler Jacobs. Catherine Ruth Jordan, summa cum laude. Tanner Jacob Keck, magna cum laude. Jean-Thierry S. Classu, cum laude. Connor Craig, magna cum laude. Jonathan Rashawn Lewis. Jack Reed Murphy. Ian Geik Nana Nzuakeu. Alan Ruddlesden. Christopher William Scott, summa cum laude. Shahab Rashid Siddiqui, magna cum laude. Cameron Michael Schweitzer. Nathan Alexander Sipniewski. Tyler Reza Vafa, cum laude. Mustafa H. Yunus, cum laude. Leland Jung. Thomas Evan Zimmerman.
And now I call upon Stephen Freeland, Interim Dean of the Division of Undergraduate Academic Affairs.
President Shears Ashby, Provost Van Dolman, it is my privilege to introduce the bravery exploratory students of UAA who follow in the mighty footsteps of our speaker today by crafting a degree from 2 or more of our existing disciplines so as to complete all requirements for a degree of arts or sciences.
Bachelor's candidates in the Division of Undergraduate Academic Affairs. We now present the graduates in Individualized Study. Samuel Beauchamp. Lorna Dennis, cum laude. Nicholas William Francis. Shanika O. Freeman. Tabitha C. Heitch. Victoria R. Kendall. Julia New. Luke Emmett O'Neill, cum laude. Anjola Oluwa Vincent Ogunsanya. Lauren Revelle. Madison Grace Yorkowski, magna cum laude.
Let's give a warm congratulations to all of our graduates. Congratulations again to each one of you. We are so proud, and we cannot wait to see all the ways that you will soar. Now I invite you to participate in a wonderful tradition to symbolize your accomplishments, the turning of the tassels from right to left. If I can have all of the graduates to please stand. And I invite you now to turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. Now, please join me in welcoming the UMBC Jubilee Singers to lead us in the singing of our alma mater. The choir will be conducted by Janice Jackson, Director of the UMBC Jubilee and Gospel Choirs. After the alma mater, we ask you to remain at your seats. Our program will be concluded by our Grand Marshal and then the platform party, and students will recess. Please wait to leave until the platform party has left the floor. Please stand if you are able for the singing of our alma mater. The words can be found on the back of your program.
Boldly bear
beautiful. Thank you so very much. I now invite the Grand Marshal, Nancy Kuzmal, to conclude our ceremony.
Will everyone kindly remain standing until the platform party has recessed? Family and friends are asked to meet the graduates outside of the arena. On behalf of the UMBC community, I wish you congratulations, everyone.